Today, we're going to be making our craft for our mystery craft series, adult edition.
Adult edition. We've been doing a lot of kid edition videos. If you have been watching us on YouTube, they're fantastic, they're fun, they're great.
Great for kids,
Yes.
but now we think that you deserve a craft of your own.
Yes. So we're going to actually have two videos of crafts. The first one today, we're going to be pulling out this bag. It's going to have your red cutting board in it. And we're going to make a craft with this. So if you watched our haul video, we showed you a bunch of things that we bought for two different crafts. And so we put them all in bags for you guys, and this is the one we're going to do today, and I'm pretty excited.
Me too.
So I will show you the demo that I actually did. This is what we're going to make. Isn't that fun? So yes, this is my last name on here. You can choose to put anything you want down here, but we will talk about that later. Just to let you know that that's my last name. Let's just start by taking all of our stuff out. So now that you have all your stuff out, we are going to start by getting your cutting board out and making sure all your things are off of the cutting board. And let's start with your biggest piece of crafting paper that you have. Scrapbook paper, design paper, whatever you want to call this. So we're going to take also our rulers that we made for you guys. These are pretty fun, huh? You're going to want to make sure that you keep this for the next video that we're going to craft, because you're going to have to do some measurements with this too. Okay, so first things first. You can go ahead and take the pen that's in here. You can actually use this with the actual piece that we're going to make. We're going to use it to make some lines here on our paper. So go ahead and flip it over. And we are going to measure this paper 5 inches by 7 3/4 inches. And then, if you wanted to, you could use this as a straight edge.
I definitely will.
Yep. We're going to take our handy dandy scissors that we gave you guys. You probably all have red ones. And we're going to go ahead and cut on those lines. And when you're done cutting, don't get rid of this extra piece of paper, because we're going to use that again. But you can put it to the side for now. Now, we have to use some Mod Podge. So go ahead and get your Mod Podge out. So we're just going to squirt some of that on there, just because we're going to paint this whole entire thing. Yep. And then just get it all the way in the corners. You're going to want to do this fairly fast so it doesn't dry too much. If you need more, you can squirt some more on there.
I'm pretty sure I will.
Yeah. And I will tell you this, don't use all your Mod Podge on this project, because we're going to use it for the next project that we're doing. Okay, good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're just going to take your piece of paper that you cut out, and you're going to want to just kind of lay it on there and press it down. Now, the good thing about Mod Podge is it dries clear. So, if you get any on the sides like I did, that's okay. Yep, see, you got some on the sides, that's all right. We're also going to be putting something around the side too, so that's okay. Now that we've got that, I think we're going to move to the magnet.
Ooh.
We're going to open this magnet because this is actually going to be helpful for two things. So when we're all done with this project, it's actually going to hold the notebook on, but we're also going to have it hold our paper onto the notebook that we're going to put paper on. So we can set this aside for just a second here, because we want this to dry by the time we stick it onto the thing. So take your scissors again, and we're going to cut right below this black line. We're just going to cut that, just the, what is this called?
The cover?
The cover. We're going to just cut that cover right off. Okay, you can use this for scratch paper or whatever. We're going to go back to the scrapbooking paper that we used before. And we can go right on the back again with our ruler.
Our handy dandy ruler.
Yep. And we're going to cut a 4-inch by 1.5-inch piece of our scrapbooking paper. So, flip this around again. And after we cut this, you're not going to need any more, so you can cut wherever you need to cut. We'll do a 4-inch by 1.5-inch. And if you can see in my example here, here I'll take it out, might be easier. We use that little piece of paper to cover up the top of our notebook so it will match.
Fancy.
Yes, very fancy. Before you put any Mod Podge on here, I would just kind of try and form this to where the black part starts, and then it doesn't really matter about the back, but you might have to crease it a little bit. Yep, so it'll stay. You can pour some Mod Podge into a little thing, a little cup if you've got one. Otherwise, you can just fold over a piece of paper. You know what? This might be a good idea for this. This thing, the cover that you cut off, you can put your Mod Podge, a little dollop on that. Yep, you just get a little bit of Mod Podge and go ahead and paint that right in there. Might want to glop it on there a little bit. It's got to stick.
And it does dry invisible too, so we don't really have to worry about it showing.
Yep. Once you got that done, put it back on there. You can hold it for just a second, just to make sure it stays on. Oh, you had yours folded a special way.
Yep.
Okay, I'll just kind of press it on there. And then we can take our handy dandy magnet and just put it right on there. And then it'll dry.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, so we can put that to the side, and then we'll go back to our cutting boards here. And we're going to get our rope, or our twine. Twine. Out of here, you're going to have 2 pieces of twine. You're going to have a really long piece. And a short, skinny piece here.
Baby piece.
Yep, you can put the baby piece aside for now. And what we're going to do is, this twine is going to be the edge for the paper that you put on there. So go ahead and take your paintbrush with your Mod Podge and just go around the edges of the cutting board and the paper. And I would just do one side at a time. It's just kind of easier like that.
Oh, that's exactly how I was thinking about it.
And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because Mod Podge dries clear. Turn this a little bit. And this, you might have to hold it on for just a second so it can dry, because this twine is kind of twisty. Careful, because it might stick to your finger. We're going to turn the corner once more, and you are going to have extras cut that off and save that because we're going to use that too. I can't wait to write on this.
Me too. It's gonna be so fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, you have to do this today, and I'll be like, oh, but it's so nice.
So once you got that all down, you can cut it right there at the end, maybe. Holy moly. There we go. Yep. Just kind of pat it down. He doesn't want to stay, does he?
No. Rowdy little twine.
Rowdy. Okay, don't pull at your twine if you have a little thingy.
It'll get a little rowdy
It will.
up in here
Yeah.
with y'all.
Okay, that actually might be a good tip. If your twine is not staying down,
If it's being
rowdy, you might want to just take your paintbrush and put some Mod Podge over the top of it too, and it should stay like that. All
and
right.
if it doesn't,
Yeah.
always use duct tape.
Yeah. Duct tape fixes everything, right? So again, make sure you save your little piece that you cut off.
Okay.
So next thing, you're going to grab your pad of paper with your magnet that's holding on your paper here. And you can go into your handy dandy bag and grab you can take it off or you can cut it right on here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut pieces big enough to cover the corners. And they can just kind of be like that. Yep, straight across. And actually, this is probably long enough where you can just cover the whole thing and then it's not ever going to fall off. Alright, so go ahead and peel off the backing. This is the fun part. Okay, now I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell Miss Ashlyn over here. When I was making my demo for this, I don't know if you can see this, but my magnet got a little off center. You want to know why? Because this tape works like crazy. So be very careful when you're putting it on here and trying to make it center, because once it's down, it's going to stick and you are not going to be able to move it. So be extra careful. So I put my magnet like right in the middle of that twine, like the twine is going down the middle here. See? So like my magnet is half on. Yep, I think I'm gonna stand for this. Okay. And then you just kind of push it on there. Yep. And you don't even need much force, because see, look at that. It is on there for good.
Stuck like glue.
Yep.
But better, because it's less sticky.
Now, I'm just gonna pour these out. Now we're gonna use this little binder clip and the piece of twine that you cut off from the border here.
Mm-hmm.
And what I just did was tied a knot. If you think that you can get this little piece into a bow, that would probably look even cuter. But I kind of just like the knot. Maybe a double knot. I don't know. And then just kind of pull these to the side here. And then that's what we're going to stick right on top of here. So I'm going to get a tad bit more of this Mod Podge.
Me too.
You need some more?
Yeah. Used all of it trying to get my twine down.
Right. And then you just take a big old dollop again and just kind of put it right in the middle. Now this, I would really stock up on this. Put a whole bunch. And this is where your binder clip comes in handy. So, yep, you just lay it on there. And then I took the binder clip and clipped it right on so it will dry. That's the only way I could get it to stay. Oh, she made a little pretzel. Little pretzel bow thing. That's so cute. You got it?
It stays. I don't know why I suddenly have a sudden, like, southern twang. Never
If
lived
it
in the
stays.
South.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cute. So now we can move on. We gave you a little paper tree here. All right, so go ahead and take your paper tree and your scissors and just cut around that circle there. Take your paintbrush again. A little Mod Podge on there. You can put it on the back of here, or you can put some right on your little magnet. And there is that. Okay. And now we're going to do the bottom label. All right, so a cool thing about this foam piece is that it's already adhesive. Yep. And then just put that right at the bottom there. Okay. And then you can take your little foam tree. I think you got a different one than I did. And you can put this wherever you want. But I put mine at the beginning of my little white foam piece here. You can put it in the middle, you can put it on the side, whatever you want. I'm going to put mine on the side. And then you can take the markers that we gave you, and you can write a little saying. You can put your last name like I did on the demo. You can put, we love Earlville Library. You can say Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever you come up with. You can draw a picture even. I think I'm going to do green to match my tree. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't spell it right. Uh-oh.
Library. We're now the public library.
Oh boy, I got so excited that I spelled library wrong. How terrible is that? All right, how are we going to fix that? I cannot believe I did that.
I think you could fit a little bee in there.
Like a little tiny one like that?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That's what it looks like. The Earlville Public Library. All right, well, you can come laugh with me at the library about that. So the last thing, you do not have to do this, but this is if you want to hang up your notepad here.
Mm-hmm.
String it through, put a knot in there, and you can hang it wherever you want. Okay, there we go. And now you have a cutting board notepad for your house.
Yep.
Or your work, or you can give it as a gift. We are just fumbling all over the place here. Cool thing is we gave you these crafts in a pretty bag, so if you wanted to reuse the bag and give this as a gift, or give the next craft as a gift, you can just reuse that bag also.
Mm-hmm.
So this was pretty cool. I'm so glad you guys could tune in to watch us. We had great fun shopping for all these things at the Dollar Tree.
It was pretty fun.
Yes, it was a blast. And remember, obviously you can get all these things at the Dollar Tree and have a very cheap gift or just something for you to keep at your house.
And you should take pictures and send them to us.
Yes. Facebook.com/Earlville Public Library. We would love to see all your pictures.
I love seeing all the pictures that we get sent.
Yes. So make sure you save all your supplies that we gave you and the pen that we were using to mark the lines.
Mm-hmm.
That can also be with this. You could put a little piece of Velcro on the side and put a piece of Velcro on your pen and just have it on the side.
Yep.
go ahead and save all your supplies, and you can put them back in the Ziploc bag that we gave you. And we'll see you next week for Mystery Craft number 2.
Goodbye.
We are out. Bye.